before the dogs come down, I just wanted to show you how beautiful that rug looks. Dennis shampooed it yesterday, and it is so nice and clean. It's been so long since it's clean. Well, I put these rugs out last night at 10 o'clock. Took them out of the dryer. They were all nice and clean. You can see how ratty they are. I wish we could buy more of these rugs. They're so great. You can just throw them in the washer. We are always on the lookout. So it rained last night. It's a bright and sunny day today. I wish it were windy. That would dry up the mud. But anyway, I left the dogs upstairs so that I could show you how nice it looks for the moment. I will have towels and try to grab them when they run in and out, but we shall see. So here's my new plan. Abandoning the hardwood floor, I can sweep it. It'll be fine. My job today is to do my best to keep the carpet clean till the mud dries. I don't think it's going to be wet for quite a few days, so it should be a worthwhile endeavor. Now I've got to go get a towel so I can wipe some feet whenever they come in. And then I'll be ready to talk. I just tried to turn it on. It wouldn't go on as soon as I pull it out of the... Good morning. It's Barbara. It is Saturday, January 16th. Cheers. I may not even try to tell you what I think I'm going to do today because nothing ever goes like I think it's going to go. I would be a terrible psychic. I can't even figure out what I'm going to do in the next 3 hours when I have complete control over it. Oh, but the house is cleaner by a lot. Of course, because, well, Dennis was shampooing the rug. I had to do stuff too because that's like, you know. So I'm like cleaning the bathroom, vacuuming the stairs. So the house is a lot cleaner. Feels good. I do like a clean house. Wish COVID would go away. I could have my ladies come again. Because while I like a clean house, I'm not a big fan of doing it myself, I have to admit. I hope you guys are all well. I hope you guys are all well. I'm feeling pretty good this morning. Having a clean house helps. It's a bright and sunny day. Gorgeous, gorgeous sunny day, which will not stop the footprints in my house because it rained last night. But what are you gonna do? We knew that when we cleaned the rug. We haven't cleaned the rug in a really long time because every season has, you know, every season is a rainy season except like August. And sometimes that is too, but July and August. And the dogs just tramp around in the mud and tramp around in the house. And we could close the dog door, I know, but we don't. But I think this new rug situation will help for today. And I think that's all I'm going to need. It's going to get colder soon. Once it's frozen, it's not a problem. And, or if it got really windy, it would dry. So that would be good. So, big news here. That's how it is, folks. That's how it is. Well, and so we cleaned the carpeting and blocked off the living room to keep the dog. Well, we did. Dennis was kind of like, Maisie's not here. She's getting groomed. Why don't we? I'm like, fine. Because I don't, you know, because he's the one who does it. So yeah, great, perfect. So but that meant we couldn't sit in the living room for like 4 hours. We had fans going, drying the carpet. So our chairs are very comfortable, but 4 hours or, you know, whatever, it was like I had a backache by the time I was done. And, you know, I ended up working on my Francis wrap instead of doing the things I said I was going to do. So I'm quite sure today will be the same. I'll say I'm going to do something and I'll do something else. But, you know, so and then I started reading because I was just like done. And I was very chilly, and Dennis said he'd make me a fire. I'm like, no, I want a fire, but I don't want a fire because it's messy and it gets, you know, dust and dirt on the rug and stuff. I'm like, no, it's clean. I don't want it. I know. So I went and took a bath and put on really warm clothes, and that worked. But by then it was time to, you know, like, I'm going to read, and I'm going to read something I've read before. Keep returning books from my library that I haven't finished or haven't read. I just returned the Book of Lost Things. Somebody was waiting for it, and I knew I wasn't going to read it in time, so I returned it. I do ebooks from the library. And it doesn't usually do this. I mean, you can look up, you can see your history a little. I don't, well, it showed me, it said you have selected this book 4 times and have read 7 minutes. But our estimate is you'll be done in 4 hours if you read. If you actually read it, it will only take 4 hours. So I probably shouldn't have returned it. I probably should have just read it, but I'll put a hold on it and it'll come back to me because I have 4 other books out, all of which I would like to read, but apparently none of them I actually want to read at a time when I can read. So I just picked up a hardback book that I've read before. Well, paperback, but hard copy. It was like I just wanted to pass the time in a weird way, which, why would I want to do that? I'm a crafter. Moods. But I'm feeling kind of cheerful today. The bright sunny day doesn't hurt, and the clean house doesn't hurt. I almost just said, I'm going to work on the table today. But I did mention that to Dennis because there's literally no room on the table anymore because Dennis has also found out that he could put stuff on the table. So now, yeah. So he's been getting excited about his woodworking and, you know, acquiring a few things that he needed and putting things together. And now, you know, he's like ordered grease because he's got to grease his bandsaw, and, you know, like he's getting ready. He's getting ready. You know, it's like us winding our yarn. He's getting ready. He's getting all this stuff in order, and he has plans. So that's fun to watch him get excited about his woodworking. But that also resulted in the rest of the table being taken up with stuff. So I think today we will both be working on this table because it is starting to bug me. Now that the rest of the house is kind of clean, you know, it's like, well, here's the spot. We have a pretty big house. It's 2,400 square feet. I mean, by American standards, it's not giant because Americans, you know, the average, I don't know what the average is. I think it's probably a little above average. But my point is, we only live in a very small part of it. The dining room is completely junked up. I've got we have 2 guest rooms, both of which are junked up. I have too much stuff. I'm really starting to feel like I have way, way, way too much stuff. So, but, you know, the problem with me is that'll just, you know, bum me. It won't make me do anything about it. It's like, I will eventually. Well, part of the problem is, what do you do with it? You know, you can pretend like, oh, I'm going to give it to Goodwill, but you know it's going in the landfill for the most part. Yeah. Too much stuff. Oh, I'm wearing my beautiful, beautiful sweater from Megan by the Garden Gate by Jennifer Steingass. But since I'm not planning on doing any work today other than clear the table, but I probably won't do that either. I'm just going to craft. I don't have to worry about messing up my sweater. So I get to wear it today. And it just makes me smile. So, all the things I told you I was going to do yesterday, I think I'm doing today. Or some part of them. I really do want to start on the front of that Archer sweater. And get that going. I'm at one of those places that, you know, you have to think and you have to sit down and spend some time. And, you know, which makes it a good place to not do anything. Because you got to think, you know, let me just do something else. So I do want to get over that hump and get that front started so that I can move along with that. Because I'm very interested in seeing how this all comes out. So that's about it. No puppy sightings today, although I gotta say Maisie is the fluffiest, softest, cuddliest thing ever in the world. When she comes back from the groomers did not have to cut any of her hair. So she's fluffy and still will be warm. But now she can see. She's trimmed her around her eyes and all that stuff. So that's all good. So she's looking good and feeling so soft. But I'm just teasing you, telling you that because she's upstairs with Dennis and I am determined to not only record this vlog, but have it edited and, well, I don't really edit it, have it rendered before the dogs come down so that I can be in the living room, because I do all that in Dennis's office and I do not want to be in the office when they're running in and out of the back door. So that's why you are not seeing them, but you'll see her tomorrow, I'm sure. And she is fluffy. I would say I'd put a picture of her, but I didn't take a picture of her last night, and she's upstairs with Dennis, and I won't get a chance to take a picture of her without disturbing everything. So I'm not even going to do that. I'll show her. She'll be here tomorrow. And Pearl too. Pearl is soft and cuddly too. She's just not fluffy. I mean, it's so fluffy. Anyway. Oh, I got mail yesterday. I got some wonderful mail yesterday. I got 3 postcards. Not postcards, Christmas cards. I got a beautiful card from Ella B. Thank you, my dear. I'm going to be keeping, I guess I'm going to be keeping my cards. Isn't that beautiful? I wonder if I could do watercolor like that. Maybe I'll try. Practice my watercolors one of these days. And then Jake and Ray, I was going to say, from Dogstar Knits sent me a beautiful card. Isn't that cute? Ray makes cards. And this is so cute. Baby, it's cold outside. I'll pack my scarf. So cute. So cute. With a nice letter, and caught up on the news with them, and I'm going to send them one of my cards because they moved as I got their new address and I haven't sent it. Oh, I'm such a procrastinator. And, but I will be going to the post office next week because the winner of the grand prize for the Craft from Your Stash Make Along 2020, who is Polly369 on Ravelry, is Peggy Bow. So luckily she liked the Malabrigo. Otherwise I would have really felt like a jerk. But anyway, she got in touch with me. So I will be sending some Malabrigo to Germany. And Vicky got in touch with me and she got her pattern, and Ivana has not gotten in touch with me. Oh, I better double check to tell me what pattern she wanted. Oh, I wanted to, oh, wait. Duh. I got 3 cards. Isn't that the cutest thing? So adorable. So adorable. This is from Jane Kirby Werby. Not Kirby Werby. Curly Whirly. I'm sorry, Jane. Curly Whirly. Isn't that cute? And look what she put in it. Is that the cutest ornament? For my tree. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Jane. That is so adorable. It's going straight. Look at the holly. It's going straight on my tree. Oh my gosh. It is so cute. And you know, it's hand stitched along the edges. I bet this was fun to make, just like sitting watching the television. Just, you know. I might be thinking about something like this too, because this is so adorable. Anyway, it was so sweet of you to think of me and to send this. Puppy dog. Is this Pearl? Could be. A little darker than Pearl. A little lighter than Maisie. This is in between. But, oh, these little downy ears. I guess it's more like Maisie. Pearl has uppy ears. Oh, so cute. Anyway, thank you, Jane. Curly Whirly. But I just... So I got some beautiful, lovely cards with wonderful wishes yesterday, and it was so nice. Thank you very much. I want to talk about the Ode to Joy Make-Along. Carol suggested Ode to Joy, and Dennis and I have been watching classical music videos on YouTube, and we have listened to Beethoven's Ninth and the Ode to Joy. And Ode to Joy is one of the ones that Dennis really likes, and the concept of it and everything. And anyway, as soon as she said that, I thought, oh, that would be great. So I hope you don't mind, but I think we're going to call it the Ode to Joy Make-Along. And the only details I have is it's starting now. And whips are allowed, and obviously you can quadruple dip, and the only requirement is that you're making something that brings you joy to make, and or you are making it to bring joy for someone else. That's it. I don't know anything else. I'll have some pattern prizes and maybe some other prizes, but and I don't know how long it'll be, but I think we're going to need to be crafting with joy for quite some time. So I think at least until June, but it could be a year-long make-along. I don't even know. I mean, when do you say, oh, now crafting with joy is over? I mean, how do you call an end to that? I don't even know. But anyway, so we will be crafting with joy starting now or starting last week or whenever. Whips are definitely allowed. If you have a whip that is bringing you joy, I am 100% for that. I'm going to... I know not everybody's on Ravelry, so I'm not sure what to do. But I'm going to open a thread on Ravelry And it's just going to be one thread. FOs, chatter, all the prices are going to be pulled out of one thread. I want people to post what they're doing and why it's bringing them joy, and that kind of stuff. And it's all going to be together. I want people to participate. I don't want to have a locked thread. It's so I will start a thread for the Ode to Joy Make Along 2021. And we'll go from there and see what happens. But yeah, anything that's bringing you joy, crafting. Frankly, anything that's bringing you joy, crafting. If it's paper crafting, if it's, quilting, weaving, spinning, crochet, knitting, whatever you're doing to bring joy into your life or into someone else's life counts. And we can talk about it, and you can show pictures on Ravelry. And I don't know what to do otherwise. Maybe you can email me your information, and I could put it on Ravelry if you don't mind me putting your pictures and your, on Ravelry, and then that would make it easy for me to, for people to see what you're doing, and make it easier for me to pick prizes. Because it's hard to do something with prizes on YouTube if it's not under one video. So I don't know, I'll think about that. I suppose I could put up a little Ode to Joy Make Along video. Just like, here are the rules, this is what we're doing, please join us, 2-minute video that people could comment on with their joyful crafting, and then it would all be on one place on YouTube. That might work. I'll think about that, see what you think. Anyway, I just wanted to make it official. We've started, we're, and certainly my archer's bringing me joy, even though I'm a little hesitant to, I'm just, I'm going to be working on it today. And my bookcase is bringing me joy. So I have several joyful projects, and I have pink and red yarn ordered. And who knows, I'm sitting here looking at that Fairfield. Who knows, maybe I'll wind up some John Arbon and start cabling. I haven't made cables in forever. So I have lots of things that I think are going to bring me joy, and I will be working on them. So tell me if you think a little Ode to Joy video would work for those of you who are not on Ravelry, and then I can pull from both places easily. But only one place on YouTube is going to work, I think. So that's my dilemma, but there's no dilemma. It's an Ode to Joy, whips allowed, double dipping allowed. My earrings are very wiggly today. I'm wearing my hair like a pixie cut. I took a bath last night. I was so cold. I told Dennis I didn't want to fire, so I went and took a hot bath and washed my hair, and I didn't fix it. I just combed it. And I went to bed. I said, oh, I have a pixie cut. Which I knew, but, kind of struck me. Pixie cut. So that's what I have this morning. No product. This is the Sans product. Anyway, distractions. So I hope you have something you're crafting that's bringing you joy. I really, really do. And I hope you're taking very good care of yourself and that you're well. So let me know what you think about the thread on YouTube for those of you who are not on Ravelry. And I will talk to you tomorrow. And I don't know, maybe I will have done a few of the things I said I was going to do. Could happen. Stay safe and stay sane.